We are doing a random episode today because who doesn't love a random episode? I'm really just going to be like chatting about different things I'm loving lately, some things that I'm doing with Madison that have been working really well. This book that I'm reading about vaccines that's amazing. I'm going to be having him on the podcast, and we're just like literally all over the map. From again, toddler stuff to a new flavor of electrolyte that I'm loving to perfume, like just random, right? We're just going random because sometimes I like episodes like that, and also I'm traveling next week. At the time I'm recording this, I'm traveling next week, so I'm batching a bunch of episodes so that you obviously you already know. Okay, I do not miss an episode. Whether when I was postpartum, everything I batched everything. So that's what we're doing, and I was like, we're gonna do a random episode right now because that's just what I'm feeling. Okay, so we're just gonna get right into it. Um, we'll start with some random mom updates and this book that I was talking about, and then we'll get into like this new perfume that I'm loving and electrolyte flavors. Oh, and there's a new gut personal product coming out that I'm trying. I can't tell you what the product is yet. Maybe by the time this comes out, I can. I'll check. But anyway, so let's just start with random mom updates. So if I don't know, we've definitely talked about this on the show, but maybe you haven't listened to it. So I co-slept with Madison for like 10 months, strictly in my bed. And then we transitioned her to the crib, whatever. And then it was like kind of back and forth. So now she like starts in her bed. She has a floor bed now because she climbed out of her crib one night she was like right before her second birthday, and I was not ready to go into a toddler bed at that point. So we just like kept her mattress and got a floor bed. It's called Birch, or no, not Birch. No, Birchwood. I don't remember. I'll link it below what the floor bed is though, but I love it. But I was still like rocking her in our rocking chair and then transferring her into bed. And then if she woke up in the middle of the night, she would come in bed with me. But she's getting bigger now, right? She's 2.5. And it was just like getting uncomfortable. She was moving around a lot. I was like, oh, I'm just like done with the transferring. Like it was just like a lot. And I'm like, she has a floor bed. I could just open the gate and just like lay with her in bed. And I tried a few times before of like, let's read our book in bed and let's like, we can lay down there. Mommy will lay with you, but she wasn't into it. And then one day I was like, let me just try again. And I was just like, let's read our book in bed. And with like all our friends, like we get all our stuffed animals. And she was like, okay. And we haven't gone, like I haven't rocked her to sleep in the chair since, which is like kind of sad that I do remember the last time, but I don't think I got a picture of it. It's like so weird with certain things with mom, like life. You're like, you don't remember when the last time is gonna be, when like all of a sudden the last time is they're in their high chair and all of a sudden they're not in it anymore. And then like, just like random things like that. This was one of those moments. I know if you're a mom, you'll totally understand that. But so now she sleeps in her floor bed. We read the book in bed at night, and then I like hang half in, half out of like the gate to like lay with her, or I'll just like sit up and rub her back and hold her hand. Can I tell you how game changing this has been? Because now when she falls asleep, I just get up, close the gate, put another blanket on her, whatever, and leave. Where when she fell asleep in my arms, I had to let her like sleep for like 5-10 minutes before I transferred to make sure she was like fully out. Otherwise, she would wake in the transfer. So I'm saving time in my life for that. And also, what this now has transpired into was she now is napping in her bed because she was a car napper. I mean, I honestly cannot tell you the last time she actually napped in her bed, because she would never get into a deep enough sleep where I could transfer her. And so she would always wake up. So we always just drove around in the car and she would sleep for like an hour. She only napped for like an hour and 10 minutes. But I would just like do work in the car, whatever. It's been like that for, I honestly can't even tell you the last time. She was a stroller napper for a while. Like girl likes to be on the move. Okay. Probably because when she was in my belly, I was constantly walking. And also when she was like a newborn, I would go on walks a lot of times, like when she was napping, so I can get my walks in and stuff. So I probably created that, but whatever. But we had a snowstorm recently, and so it couldn't drive around for the nap. And I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna try it now. And it worked because she's used to falling asleep in her bed now and not me rocking her. So I was just like, and I like prepped her. I'm like, we're gonna take a nap in your bed today, gonna have all our friends, da da da. And she loved it. And now I can go on my walking pad when she's napping. Like, if this is like a normal thing for you, you don't understand the when this is. But like, when I tell you the life change that this is now that I can I could do a workout when she's napping, especially on a day where it's just like solo with her and like I'm not working. I can work and go on my walking pad. I could do I'm not stuck in my car. I would get work done in my car, but I couldn't walk or do stuff around the house, whatever. And it's so much better for her, so much more comfortable. It has been life changing. And the only reason that was possible is because I stopped rocking her in the chair and transferring her and just started laying with her and rubbing her back while she started in her bed. So then it was easy for her to transfer napping now in her bed. Oh my God, it's been amazing. And the Tony with Santa Claus got her the Tony for Christmas. And so she likes listening to that story and fall asleep too. It is so amazing. So much better. She still wakes up in the middle of the night and comes into bed with me every single night, which is totally fine, whatever. But the not transferring her and her napping in her bed, wow, what a game changer. And one thing that I recently started doing with her that is helping her, because sometimes she'll be depending on what she was doing that day and where she was, she'll be super overstimulated, especially if she wasn't home all day. If she was at my in-laws or whatever. And so she'll come home and she'll be overstimulated, right? Or just sometimes if she's overtired, if she had a later nap or whatever. And so she'll when I'm trying to put her to sleep, her legs will be flopping and she's she's tired, but she can't sit still. And it's a whole thing. I'm sure you've probably experienced this if you have a toddler. So I found this thing on YouTube and I put it on the TV, not on the phone because we don't do anything on the phone, but I put it on the TV and it's called Rainbow Relaxation. It's 4 minutes. I'll link it below. And it's just this, it's this Australian accent woman, which I love that. And it's this concept of your fingers are the paintbrushes. So you dip your fingers in the paintbrush and you inhale and you bring your arms out and up and it's you're drawing the color of the rainbow. So it's okay, we're going to start with red and we do red, inhale, arms up, and then exhale, arms down. Then we dip it in the paintbrush and we do orange, arms up, arms down. And we do this before nap every day now. And so it's a habit trigger for her too. So it's okay, she knows when we're going to do the rainbow relaxation, she knows that nap is coming right after. And it also helps transition her from, at nighttime I do this too, but I started doing this more so for napping. It transitions her from whatever we were doing into nap. And it has been amazing. First of all, I love teaching her inhale, exhale, all of that, but it really relaxes her. They also have a body scan that we'll do sometimes if I have extra time before her nap and she needs a little bit more down regulating time. You lay down and it goes through every body part and it scans it through. It is so awesome. And so before bed, sometimes I'll put it on, but sometimes we'll just do it on our own now. So I'm okay, now you pick the color. And she'll say it and we'll go, okay, inhale, arms up and arms down. And it's just such a great way because she loves doing it. We did it with Goofy last night. I'm okay, she's playing with Goofy and she wasn't stopping. I'm okay, let's have Goofy do the rainbow relaxation. And it's just a habit trigger. She knows, okay, after this, we get in bed. After this, it's time to sleep. And it just actually relaxes their body. So if you notice if your toddler is overstimulated or having a hard time coming down, or you need something to help with that transfer, even if it's transferring from playing to bed or bath to bed or snack, whatever, they have a harder time with transfers sometimes when there's too many transitions, I should say, not transfers, transitions. If you're having a hard time with transitions, having a habit trigger has been so helpful for us. Try it out. I mean, who knows how long it's going to last? Things change so quickly with them, but it's been awesome and I love it. So I will link those below and they're super quick and just a really nice way to help down regulate them and have their mind go from, okay, now it's going to be nap or sleep time after this because we always do this right before. So that has been awesome. I love that. And I'll also link the floor bed below. So that's just my random sleeping updates and what's been working so for us right this moment. Smoothie ice pops. Okay, so obviously you already know I love my smoothies. I make smoothies pretty much I don't make them every day. I make them in batches. So I usually batch 3 at a time, 3 for myself and then 2 for Madison. But homegirl only likes a fresh smoothie. She will not have a day old smoothie. She will only drink it when I make it that day and pour it into her glass. If I take it out of the fridge, she does not like it. She will not have it. Girl is high maintenance with her fresh smoothies, but we love it. So totally fine. Okay. So what I do now is she'll have her smoothie that day. everything I put in my smoothie, I just give it to her too. Except I've been putting milk thistle in my smoothies again for helping with liver detoxification. I pour hers out first, then I add that to mine and mix it up. But everything else that's in there, like my blender bombs, my blender bombs, my protein powder, all that stuff, I just like keep it in there and give it to her. She's only having like a small little amount. But anyway, so I give it to her fresh on the day that I make it. And then with the like leftover, we have, like the ice molds. I used to do it when she was big with breast milk, when she was teething and stuff, but we still have them. So now I just pour the smoothie into there and she thinks she's having just a regular ice pop. And you could do this with smoothies. And that's like a really great way for you, especially if your kid is maybe struggling with getting vegetables in or whatever. Put a ton of greens in there. It won't look green if you put like strawberries or berries, like blackberries, blueberries, that will totally mask the color green and they will not taste it, especially if it's like organic spinach. Throw rice cauliflower in there. It makes it really creamy. Do not taste it at all. It's just such a good way. Healthy fats, obviously, like the normal formula that I always go by with my smoothies. But it's a really great way if you are struggling to have your toddler like have any vegetables or whatever. Like that's such an awesome thing to have them just think it's a regular freaking ice pop, but it's a smoothie and an ice pop. Love that. So we've been doing that. And she loves it, even though it's literally 2 degrees outside. I'm like, Maddie, it's too cold for an ice pop. Like I'm literally shivering watching. I actually can't even think about her scraping her teeth against it. It's like nails on a chalkboard for me. And literally my body's tingling. I cannot. And I will never have an ice pop or something iced unless it is like 80 degrees outside. Okay. It is just a hard no for me, but she loves it. She's warm blooded. She does not get that from me. But anyway, so that's a really awesome thing that we've been doing that you could do too. And we also recently made these, when it was snowing out, we were like snowed in, these chickpea brownies. You do not taste the chickpeas at all. They are delicious. I got this recipe on TikTok. It's like chickpeas, almond butter, maple syrup. So some like sugar in it, but it's maple syrup. Chocolate chips and like baking soda, baking powder. Literally that's it. And you just blend it in the blender. You bake it. Amazing. Such a great snack for you and for them. It was so good. I'll put the recipe below too. So some random things we've been liking and loving lately that I like it too. And it also is helpful for her. So that was I think that was all. Oh, so that was all like the random toddler mom updates except the vaccine book. Okay. So we've had this conversation on the podcast before. You know my stance on if you don't. Madison has no vaccines at all. She's 2.5. She has not had any. If it was up to me, I would not give her one ever. But we live in New York, and if you don't know, that's a state that requires you to be vaccinated to go to school. By the way, this is not a political conversation. Okay. I don't know why vaccines have become political. Like, oh, if you believe in vaccines and you're a Democrat, or if you don't believe in vaccines, you're a Republican. That is not how I fly around here. Okay. I am not a Trump supporter. But I don't like vaccines. So I go against what you're like, oh, it's political. So you're this person if you believe in vaccines. That's so stupid, okay? Vaccines are not a political conversation. It never should be, okay? But anyway, I guess it is because of the policies and all that stuff, but that's a whole other conversation. So vaccine book, it is called I love the title of it too, Between a Shot and a Hard Place. And it is by Dr. Joel Warsh. He is an integrative pediatrician. He's Dr. Joel Gator on Instagram. He is coming on the podcast. He was supposed to come in November, but then he got sick. So we had to reschedule, and then something popped up. So we had to reschedule again. So he is coming on, and I'm so excited. But I started reading his book because, like I was saying, we live in a state where vaccines are required. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Like, I'm just like taking you along the ride. I have no idea yet. I don't want to homeschool. Like, personally, I don't want to be the one actually homeschooling with like on top of working and all that stuff. Like I just don't, maybe for like preschool or whatever, but not for like kindergarten, like all of that stuff. I don't anticipate me being the homeschool teacher. I would be open to maybe doing like a pod situation where she's with a bunch of other kids in a homeschool setting, whatever. But I also do want her to have public school experience, honestly, just for the socialization, not for what they're actually doing and teaching. And she's so social, like she's also really smart. So don't know what I'm doing yet. I really don't know. I'm hoping things have like started shifting in this, like with vaccine mandates and stuff, which is great. So I'm hoping by the time she goes to kindergarten, maybe things will be different. I really do not know yet because moving isn't an option at this point. So I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm reading this book, Between a Shot and a Hard Place. And it's really good because all the other books I've read were honestly like pretty much anti-vax leaning. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. But this one is really middle of the road. Like, he came from Western medicine. He's a pediatrician, right? So that was like what his background was in. But he married someone who is like all into holistic wellness and all this stuff. So she opened his eyes to it. So now he's an integrated pediatrician, and he is really just bringing like the science of it. He's talking about like the quote unquote benefits of vaccines, but also the potential risks of it and how they are tied up with, like pharmaceuticals, all this stuff. I'm only like not even a quarter way into the book. So but I would highly recommend it. Also, it's a really good read. Like, I've read a bunch of other ones before, and like, especially science books, they could be really dry. It's like you're falling asleep. He's funny. He keeps you entertained. Like, I actually don't even want to put the book down, also because I'm really interested in learning more about it and just like solidifying what I'm going to do because I don't know at this point. Again, like I said, if it was up to me, I wouldn't be giving her anything, but I don't know. I don't know what we're going to be doing because of the school and all this stuff. So stupid that it has to be mandated for schools, but that's another conversation. But I really am liking this book and I highly recommend it. If you are someone too who is struggling with this, like I know so many of us are, it is, for me, it's like one of the hardest parenting decisions. It really is. It wouldn't be a hard parenting decision if it wasn't mandated at school. I would be like, okay, cool, and she's not getting any. That wouldn't be a difficult decision for me. But because it is, I'm like, okay, well, am I robbing her of opportunity to go into public school and have that experience? Or am I harming her more by giving it to her and sending her there? It's so hard. Okay. So anyway, my hope is that by reading this book and having him come on the podcast, I'm going to feel more solidified in whichever direction I'm going to go so that I can have a plan, because I want her to start some kind of preschool likely in September, like a 2-day. I don't want her to, like, I'm like, oh, I don't want my baby going anywhere where I'm not there with her. But like a 2-day a week, 2 hours, a day. But there are like preschools that like don't check for them, that like she'd be fine with. But if the following year for like UPK, I'm going to be sending her somewhere, if I have to give her stuff, like we have to start thinking about that soon, because I'm not obviously going to give her, she hasn't gotten anything. So I'm not obviously going to give her, however many in a short period of time. I don't want to give her any though. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. Like literally real time struggle with this. So I'm reading that book. It's going to help me feel clear about what I'm doing. He's coming on the podcast. I cannot wait. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, get that book. Like, highly recommend Between a Shot and a Hard Place. Dr. Joel Warsh, Warsh, we'll link it below. And he's Dr. Joel Gator on, I almost said on Amazon. I'll look the book on Amazon, but on Instagram, Dr. Joel Warsh. I'm sorry, Dr. Joel Gator on Instagram. It's really, really good. So if you're in this struggle of a decision like I am, I fucking get it. And I think this book, first of all, this book is so needed. It is opening, like, it talks about too how homeopathic medicine and all that, like all doctors used to prescribe like vitamins and homeopathic remedies and all this stuff until Rockefeller came along and like founded like the use of oil and petroleum and a bunch of stuff, and he had his money tied into everything, and then they banned doctors from doing all the homeopathic stuff. It's wild. I'm like, wow, it makes fucking sense. Why, like, this is how money and pharmaceuticals are wrapped up in medical care. Like, it's so crazy. So it's a really, really good read. Highly recommend. So that's that. Now moving on to other random things. So, okay, Live Healthily, my minerals and chill. It's my favorite electrolyte to have first thing in the morning because it's an adrenal cocktail. But like, I don't have fucking time to make my own adrenal cocktail. Like, I'm not squeezing shit together. Like, I'm not doing it. But this is just a powdered adrenal cocktail / like an electrolyte. I love having it first thing in the morning. I love having an electrolyte first thing in the morning before my warm lemon water. Always recommend that. It hydrates you. It supports your cortisol levels. It wakes you up. It is the best. It helps your poops. Like, I love it. But Live Healthily, the minerals and chill, I really love first thing in the morning, especially for nervous system support. Again, it's an adrenal cocktail. They always had the lemon lime, which is awesome, but they just came out with a berry flavor. They came out with another one too. I didn't try the other one, so I don't know what it is, but let me look. Minerals and chill. But the berry one, OMG, it is so good. Oh, they have the orange. They've always had the orange. They have the berry lemonade. Okay, so it's berry lemonade. That's what it is. It's delicious. They have the normal lemon lime and the orange that they've had. And then, the other new one is tropical punch. I'm sure it's delicious. I haven't tried that one yet, but it is so good. I love that there's I think it's 400 milligrams of vitamin C in it, which is really supportive for progesterone. And it's just amazing. And it comes in like a little packet. I love it. If you haven't tried it yet, I really highly recommend. Obviously, it's all organic, no artificial colors, sweeteners, whatever. They're not sponsoring this episode. I really love them. And I get a code. I do have a code though. It's code Corinne 10 gets you 10% off. But I want to let you know they have new flavors in case you didn't know, and you do have them. I love the berry lemonade. Definitely my favorite. I am going to try the tropical punch next, and I'll keep you posted, but been loving that. Gut Personal, like I said, is coming out with a new product. I started trying it. I'm not allowed to tell you what it is yet, but you already know I'm never going to support a product or recommend a product until I'm trying it for a little bit to see if I like it, if I notice any changes, whatever. I believe this is my 4th day. What day is it? Wednesday? I definitely had it today. I had it yesterday. I think it's my 3rd or 4th day. The first 2 days I had it in the afternoon. And it's definitely better in the morning. So yes, I had it in the morning too. Okay, so this is my 4th day then. I definitely am starting to notice one specific difference of like more mental clarity with it. And so again, it just started though, but I want to take it definitely more so in the morning. I think I may add it to my smoothies, but what I think I'm going to do is probably add, actually, I don't know if I'm going to add it earlier in the morning. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but I'm excited about it. And I definitely think I'm going to continue taking it, and I'm definitely going to continue taking it right now, just to continue seeing any benefits. But I think it's going to be a really good one, so stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about it. Let me know if you have any guesses, by the way. And then the last random thing I'm going to talk to you about is Lovely Sweet Dreams. So Dime perfume is the only perfume I use. I'm not kidding you when I tell you I didn't wear perfume for probably a decade. Literally probably a decade. This is how you'll know how long ago it was, okay? The perfume I wore before Dimes was Tommy Hilfiger. And what was the pink? I think it was Ralph Lauren. It was like a pink Ralph Lauren. And I think it was like a Britney Spears one or something. This is how long ago, okay? College, like, I'm pretty sure I stopped right after college. Or probably before that. I don't even know if I brought it to college. Who remembers? College was a blur. Not because, well, it was that long ago, but also because I was drinking like a fish in college. No wonder why all my PCOS symptoms exacerbated after that. But anyway, so that's how long ago it was, okay? And so now I found Dimes a few years ago now, and I was using Dan LaBoy. That was like my number one, Dan LaBoy and Malibu Night. Still love both of those, but my front runner now is Lovely Sweet Dreams. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. And you literally need 2 squirts of it, like one on the wrist, one walkthrough, and it lasts all day. It is the best. I went and put on a sweatshirt that I had on like 2 days ago that I didn't wash, because like if you wash everything every time you wear it, like I wore it like for a couple hours around the house, whatever. Put it on this morning and I was like, oh, I still smelled it. I'm like, oh my God, it smells so good. I don't know how to explain the scent of it, but it's really good. I would highly recommend trying it. Just their perfumes in general. So again, Dan LaBoy, Malibu Night, Lovely Sweet Dreams. Oh, and I Love Your Smell Baby. I Love Your Smell Baby definitely has more of a vanilla-y scent to it, which I really like too. But then once I tried Lovely Sweet Dreams, I'm like, oh my God, this is my number one. Like that's what I want like my signature scent to be, you know? And so they have travel sizes too, like little ones to just like try out, like a trial one. But if you are using either a toxic perfume, please stop that. You already know we're not about that around here because, they're endocrine disruptors and you don't want any of that. Okay. So get rid of that. But whether you're using a toxic one or you're just not using any because you're like, I haven't found one that's non-toxic, Dime has got your back. is my code Corinne or Corinne10 with them? Let me look. I'll put it in the show notes for you. I'll put like my link below. I love so many of their products, but right now I just have newly tried that scent and I'm obsessed with it. So highly recommend trying it. Yeah, just code Corinne for 20% off. We'll put all this in the show notes because I know I talked about a million things. Totally random stuff, the travel, because I'm traveling, I'm bringing their travel ones with me. So that's so great. I'll also Skin Essence. That's what I use for my like face moisturizers and stuff. They're like all oils. They have travel sizes of a couple things too, which I was so grateful for. So I'm going to be bringing that as well. But those are my random things for today. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I'm going to put in the show notes. Let's recap all the random things that we talked about and things I'm going to put in the show notes for you. The rainbow video for you if you're a mom and you want to try this out with your kids to like relax, the rainbow relaxation. I'll put the body scan video down there too. I will also link the floor bed if you're looking for a floor bed option. I just like did the crib size one because we had the crib mattress and her room is small. If her room was bigger, I would have gotten like a queen size mattress and did like the huge floor bed. It'd be way more easier for me to lay in there, but her room is not big enough for that. So anyway, I'll link that. I'll link the Shot in Hard Place vaccine book, the new Live Healthily flavor. Can't tell you the GP one yet, so I won't link that. And the Dime perfume that I'm talking about. So I'll link all of that below for you in case you want to check it out. Maybe we'll just put all of this in like a Shop My thing. I don't know, we'll figure it out, but I'll put it down there for you. And that's all she wrote for today. So I will talk to you soon. Hopefully you like this little random episode. Let me know if you try any of these things. The smoothies in the ice pops. I can't link anything for that. But if you try it out, let me know any of these things. Let me know how you like it. And stay tuned to that episode with Dr. Joel Warsh. It is coming, and I know you're going to be so excited about it like I am. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for being here. If you loved this episode and learned something valuable, please share it with a friend who you think would also love it, or post it on social media and tag me so I could personally say thank you for helping me spread this important message. I am beyond grateful to be here with you. So until next time, stay intentional, stay consistent, and always mind your hormones.